Okay, so in this lecture, we will learn about the chapter Arithmetic Progression. So there are only few equations that you need to be worried about. So one is what A means, and you could say what A1, and with A1 you can find out A2, or you could simply write the equation A is equal to A plus n minus 1b, or you could write Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1b. Okay, so these are the basic simple equations, but we are not just here to learn about equations and do problems. Okay, we are here to learn mathematics. So first thing, before we get into what AP actually means, let's learn a few words that are associated with this chapter. Okay, so here are the few words. Pay attention. The number one is sequence, then we have a series, then progression, then sum of series, and finally we learn about arithmetic progression. All right, so let's understand what a sequence means. Okay, we have all seen different types of numbers written with commas, separated by commas. For example, here's the number 3, then it's separated by a comma and we write 6, and then we write 9. All right, then we write 12, etc. So is this set of numbers, can you call it a sequence? Or let's see, what is the relationship between the first and the second number? You see that there is a difference of 3, and then here if you add again, there's another 3, here there's another 3. Okay, so there is certain kind of a mathematical rule associated with it. There is a mathematical rule associated with it. What if I write numbers like 2, 2 and 2, then 2, 2, 2, then so on. You can guess the other numbers also. If you can write these numbers, then the other numbers can be easily guessed. So here there is a pattern. Okay, or let's talk about numbers like, let's say 2, then we have 3, then let's say 5, 7, 11. So if you look at these numbers, at first you will find it difficult to understand the relationship between these numbers, but if you observe carefully, you see that all these numbers are prime numbers. Okay, so these are all prime numbers. Understanding me? So if I choose to write numbers like 2, 3, 8, or let's say 13, 17, so these are totally random. These are totally random numbers. You are not able to guess the next number that is coming up. So if there are a set of numbers or a list of numbers that follow a certain kind of a mathematical rule or a pattern, then you call it a sequence. This is called as a sequence. Okay, so the next thing we need to learn is about a series. I told you sequence is a set of numbers separated by commas, and there is either a mathematical rule or there is a pattern to be followed. But if I write it with a mathematical operation like addition, like this, okay, then this will form a series. Okay, so when you're separating these numbers with commas, it's called a sequence. And if you're putting the mathematical operation of addition in between these numbers, then it becomes a series of numbers. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8, these are all even numbers. Adding all those even numbers, you get a series. So it simply means series is sum of a sequence. Series is simply sum of a sequence. Then what is sum of series? What is sum of series? It simply means, what do you get? 6 plus 4, 10, 20, 30. This is the answer you get if you simply add all these. It's 30, 10, 10, 20. Yeah. So the sum of series is simply the answer. Answer to your series is your sum of series. So we have started by discussing what a sequence means. Then we understood what series means. The next thing, we'll jump to what a progression means. Okay, so this we are discussing about a progression. You understand what a sequence is, right? So what is a sequence? It is a set of numbers that is connected by some mathematical rule or a pattern. All right. So there are two types of sequences. One in which an nth term can be found, and the other one, it cannot be found. So there are two ways in which you can look at a sequence. So here is a sequence for you: 3, 6, 9, 12. Can you guess the next number? Yeah, it's easy, right? So the first number, A1, is 3. The second number, A2, is 3 into 2. That is 6. Okay. A3 is 3 into 3, which is 9. And A4 is 3 into 4, that is 12. So suppose I'm asking you the fifth term. That's easy. You can simply put A5 is 3 into 5. The answer will be 15. That is easy for you to understand. You can easily calculate what the nth number will be. Let's say you are discussing about the numbers like 2, 22, 222, 2222. So if I ask you the next number, you can still say that it will be a digit with 5 numbers of 2. Or if I'm asking you the 10th term, then still you can identify, you can easily say what would be the 10th term of the sequence. Okay, so you are able to do that because there is a mathematical relation and the nth term can be found. But let's look at another example which says 2, then 3, 5, 7, 11, etc. So what were these? What was special about these numbers? Yeah, you're right. These are prime numbers. Yes, these are prime numbers. If somebody asks you what the next number would be, yes, of course you can say it. Of course you can say it. But what if somebody is telling you what would be the 100th prime number? What would be the 100th prime number? You will not be able to say that very easily because you are not able to form a mathematical relationship between these numbers. But still, it is a sequence because it's following a pattern. Since it's following a pattern, it is a sequence. But you are not able to find the 100th term of this set of prime numbers. So this becomes just a sequence and not a progression. Okay, this is not a progression. So how do you define progression? Okay, so progression is simply a sequence. Progression is simply a sequence whose nth term can be determined. Right? So progression is a sequence whose nth term can be determined. Here's another thing for you to note, that with this explanation you will be able to figure out by now that every progression is a sequence. All right, but not every sequence is a progression. Okay, yeah, so with that we have discussed sequence, we have discussed series, we have discussed progression, we have discussed sum of series, and the last and the most important part of this chapter is the arithmetic progression, which we will discuss very soon. So please take a minute to note all these things and we'll go to arithmetic progression. Okay, so now that we have discussed all of that, we'll start with what an arithmetic progression means. Okay, arithmetic progression intro. So AP is such a sequence of number, such a sequence where, let's say, the first term is A1. Okay, let's say first term is A1. Let's say the second term is A2. Third term is A3. So you can write it like A1, A2, A3, A4, etc. See that it is separated by commas, which means it is a sequence of numbers. And if you are interested to find out what A2 minus A1 means, or A3 minus A2, okay, I'm subtracting A1 minus A2, or A3 minus A2, Okay, I said a1 minus a2, sorry, it is a2 minus a1, and then a3 minus a2, or a4 minus a3, you will see that it is always same. Okay, it is always same. If you there is a difference of a certain parameter, let's look at an example like 3, 6, 9, 12, etc. What is 6 minus 3? That's 3. 9 minus 3 is again 3. 12 minus 9 is again 3. Okay, so there is a common difference called D. Okay, so AP is such a number which is separated by a certain parameter, a certain value, which is what we call as D. Okay, so tell me, you can tell me if 4, 7, 11, 15, is this in an AP? Is this going to be in an AP? Observe the images. No, you see the difference here is 3, the difference here is 4, the difference here is 4. What if I write 4, 7, 10, 13, 16? Now is this an AP? Is this an AP? Yes, because there's a difference of 3, here there's a difference of 3, here's a difference of 3. So you are adding the number 3 with a common difference as 3 here. The next question is, can D be negative? Can D be negative? Of course, if you write these numbers in the reverse order, you get 16, 13, 10, 7, 4. Here, 13 minus 6 is minus 3. 10 minus 13 is minus 3. 7 minus 3. Again, so see, the difference here, D, is negative 3. So I said the common difference can be positive. The common difference can be negative. It can also be a fraction. Okay, this can also be a fraction. D can also be, so I'll write D can be negative, positive, or a fraction. Okay, so these are the values that D can have. So if you look at another series, like every number is same, 3, 3, 3, etc. So here the common difference D is equal to 0. Yes, this is an AP, but it is called by some other name also, which we will discuss in the coming topics. But if the numbers are same, then yes, the common difference is 0. So that's about AP. And the other important thing is the first term of an AP. The first term is written as A. Okay, the common difference is written as D. Then we have to find the nth term of an AP, that is written as AN. Okay, so next we will discuss what or how to find out nth term of an AP, that is AN. Okay, so please take your time to note all these. So we'll move to finding out nth term of an AP. Okay, so now we have discussed about sequence, series, sum of series, progression. Then we learned about arithmetic progression. I clearly explained what an arithmetic progression means. And now we are going to talk about the method for finding the nth term of arithmetic progression. If you remember, I said a progression is that sequence where the nth term can be found. So in an AP is that kind of a sequence. There is a mathematical relation that you are simply adding a value, which we call as D. So here the first term is A. Okay, let's say the first term is 3. Can I say the second term, which is 6 here? Okay, so what is D here? D is 3. So can I say the second term would be A plus D? I can say that, no? Okay. The next term is 9, which is 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Okay, so I can say the third term would be A plus D plus D. Fourth term will be A plus B plus D plus D. So observe, this will be A, this will be A plus D, This will be a plus d is 2d. A plus 3 times d, a plus 3d. Okay, so I'm going to write it as the first number, second number, third number, and the fourth number. Easy. Watch, there is no d here. Okay, let it be whatever. This number is 2 and here it is 1, so it is 1 less than 2. Okay, this is 3, this is 1 less than 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. Second term is a plus 2d. This is the fourth term, which is written as a plus 3d. This 3 is 1 less than 4. 1 less than 4. I'm just trying to form a pattern, okay, a rule here. So can I say the fifth term, what will be the fifth term then? Fifth term will be a plus d. What will be the number in front of d? It will be 4d. So can I say the nth term is a plus n minus 1 into d? See, a plus d. This is first term is a, then a plus 2, 1d, a plus 2d, 3d, 4d, etc. So I can write an as a plus n minus 1 into d. Observe, if I put 5 here, a5, okay, what is the value of n? N is 5. That will be a plus, n is 5, no? So this will become 5 minus 1d, or that is equal to a plus 4d. See, same, got it? So easy, no? You have derived the equation for the nth term of an AP. So if that is the equation, I'll just clear everything. If that is the equation, let's say look at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me the sixth term. Sixth term. Okay. Sixth term will be a6. We have this formula an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay. So a6 will be a plus 6 minus 1d. Okay. So what is a here? A is the first term, 3. 3 plus 6 minus 1 is 5 into d. That is 3 plus 5 into, what is d here? What is d? D is 3. Is 15. 5 3s are 15. Okay, I'll write 5 into 3 so that you don't get confused. 5 into 3. So the answer is going to be 18. Correct? You can guess it easily, no? 18. Similarly, if I'm asking you to find the 11th term, so that will be a11 is equal to a plus 11 minus 1 into d. So a, what is a? A is 3 plus 11 minus 1 is 10 into d is again 3. So the answer is 33. See, you don't have to write all the numbers up to the 11th term. Okay, you can see, sir, why do you want to apply all this formula? We can simply write all these numbers and get the values at the 11th term. How is it even possible? What if I ask you to find out the 1000th term? Are you serious? Are you going to write these numbers up to the 1000th term and give me the answer? So no. That is why we have developed this formula to find out the nth term of an AP, and that is what makes the AP as a sequence such a beautiful set of numbers, because even if somebody is asking you to find the number that is at the position of 1 million, you can still find out and give them the answer just like that. Okay, so let's learn, since you have understood all these basics of arithmetic progression, we will move on to do some of the important questions. So please note it down. We are going with the 1 mark questions first. So let's look at the 1 mark questions here. The first one is 4, 10, 16, 22, etc. The first thing that has to come to your mind is there a common difference? Look at it. What is a2 minus a1? Is 10 minus 4, that is 6. Okay. a3 minus a2, 16 minus 10, that is also 6. So does it form an AP? Yes, it's an AP. Okay, so can I find the next two terms? Yeah, that's also easy. I can find, so what is the common difference? This is the common difference. I can find the next term is 22 plus d, that is 22 plus 6 is 28. and the next number will be 28 plus 6, which is 34. As simple as that. Okay, so here's another question. 1 minus 1 minus 3 minus 5 does not look related in the first go, but observe carefully. Let's find out what's wrong in finding it out. A2 minus A1 is minus 1 minus 1 is minus 2, right? The next is minus 3 minus 1. That is minus 3 plus 1, it is again minus 2. This is also minus 2, this is also minus 2. So yes, it's an AP. So the D is minus 2 here. If somebody is asking me to find out the next two terms, not somebody, it is already asking me the next two terms. So the next term will be minus 5 plus D, that is minus 5 minus 2 minus 7. And the next term to that is minus 7 plus D is minus 7 minus 2 is minus 9. Understood? As simple as that. Next set of questions. Next question. What is it? Write the first four terms of the AP when the first term A and the common difference D are. This is D, okay? Whenever I write D, it looks like C and L. Never mind. Okay, so write the first four terms. So it's here when the first term is A and the common difference is D. First term is A, common difference is D. Okay, so the first term A will be 10. Second term A2 will be A plus D, which is 10 plus 10 is 20. Third term is A2 plus D. So we are not applying the formula here for such small problems. It is just to get you into the track of finding an AP. So the next is 20 plus 10, 30. So the next term A4 will be A3 plus D, that is 30 plus 10 is 40. As simple as that. Okay. Next, here you have A is equal to minus 1. First four terms is asking. Yeah, A is equal to minus 1.25. D is equal to minus 0.25. Okay, so the first term A is minus 1.25, no doubt. Second term A2 is equal to A1 plus D, which is minus 1.25 plus minus 0.25. The answer is minus 1.50. Okay, what will be the third term? Simple. A2 plus D, which is minus 1.50 plus minus 0.25 is minus 1.75. A4 is A3 plus D is minus 1.75 minus 0.25 is minus 2.0. These are all basic questions, just getting started with AP. Understanding? Okay, note it down. So we go to the next question. Next is a little bit more of statements kind of problem. It's easy, but needs a little bit of practice. Let's do that. Yeah. Okay, so with this kind of questions, we are starting the statement kind of problems in arithmetic progression. What was the main purpose of learning arithmetic progression in the first place? We have to find out the number that is in the nth position. So see, here is a question that is asking you to find out the 10th term of an AP, okay? And the AP is also given. So what all things should I write first? It's already said it's an AP, so you don't have to verify if it's an AP. The first thing is A, which is 2, okay? Then the common difference D is A2 minus A1, which is 7 minus 2. You get it as 5, so you have D is equal to 5, okay? A is equal to 2, and you have to find out the 10th term. So what are you asked to find? You have to find out the 10th term. Simple. Apply the formula. What is the formula? An is equal to A plus n minus 1D. A10 is equal to A plus 10 minus 1 into D. Okay, what is A here? 2. What is 10 minus 1? 9. What is D here? 5. The answer is 47. Easy, no? So simple. Note it down. Let's go to the next question. Okay, so another statement kind of problem is this one. It's asking you to find if which term of the AP 21, 18, 15, etc. is minus 81. So you have already understood that 81 is a term of the AP. Yes, 81 is a term. You only have to find out at which position 81 is occurring. Alright. So can I say an is minus 81? I don't know which term. I don't know which which position a minus 81 is holding, but I'm saying the nth term. Let the nth term be 81. Let's say let the nth term be 81. Oh, copy? Yeah. So the next is, what is the first term? 21. What is the second term? 18. So what is the common difference? 18 minus 21, which is minus 3. No doubt? No doubt. So I have to find out where 81 occurs. Okay, so an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. No problem. An is what? Minus 81 is equal to, what is a? 21 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. Okay? So when it comes to the other side, you get it is 102 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 3. Okay? So you can see that 1 plus 0 plus 2 is 3. It's divisible by 3. When you cancel it, you get n minus 1 is equal to minus 102 by minus 3, plus plus cancels, and this will be 34. If you cancel this, you get the answer as 34. So n is equal to 34 plus 1. The answer is 35. Sorry. It is 35. Okay. The next part of the question. So you have found out. You can say that. You can say the 35th term is minus 81. The next part of the question is any term 0? Is 0 also a part of this AP? I'll find out. How will I find out? I'll just assume. Okay, you can note this down. You can pause the video, note this down. I'm writing for 0. I'm writing for 0. Let's say I'm putting an is equal to 0. A is 21, I already know. D is equal to minus 3, I just found out. I want to check if 0 is also a part. Okay, so an is equal to a plus n minus 1d, or 0 is equal to 21 plus n minus 1 into minus 3. So you get minus 21 is n minus 1 into minus 3. This cancel, you get 7 is equal to n minus 1, or n is equal to 8. Yes, and n is a positive integer. It's a positive value. I can say that the 8th term is 0. 8th term is 0. That's it. It's solved. You see, they asked me if minus 81 was a part of this AP. Yes, I proved that. Yes, minus 81 is the 35th term of the AP. Then they're asking me if 0 is a part of an AP. I assume the value for the nth term is 0. Solve the answer, and I got n. And that's it. The 8th term of the AP is 0. So let's go to the next question. Next question is to determine the AP whose third term is 5 and the 7th term is 9. This is more of an application kind of question. Why I would like to say is because there's nothing given. You don't have A, you don't have D. Okay, what you only have is A3 and A7, which means you have to find out all these things. No problem. So determine the AP is what they are asking. You have to find out what the AP is. Okay, no problem. So here is the solution. First, write whatever is given. Okay, I am getting A3 as 5, and then I have, okay, I'll not write it here. Okay, I'll write it on top. Like A3 is 5 and A7 is 9. So A3, can I write it as A plus n minus 1d? Okay, we already know an is equal to, we already know that an is equal to A plus n minus 1d. So I can write A plus 3, A3 as A plus 2d, which is 5, and A7 I can write it as A plus 6d. And what is the value? It is 9. So this will be equation number 1, this will be equation number 2. If I subtract 2 minus 1, I get A cancels, 6 minus 2 cancels, you get 4, D is equal to 9 minus 5, which is again 4. These things you have learned in your linear equations, yes. So from this you get the value D is 1. Okay, so if D is 1, put the value here. A plus 2 into 1 is 5. Okay, so A is equal to 5 minus 2, the value is 3. So now you have A, now you have B. Can you find the AP? Yes, you can find the AP. The AP will be A plus D, A plus 2D, etc. So this will be 3. 3 plus 1, 3 plus 2. Okay, so your answer, your AP will be, what is your AP? 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. As simple, so simple. So this is the application level question. We will be doing more questions like this, but similar kind of questions you can practice on your own. In this video we will be discussing only one question that relates to this type. Okay, so let's go to the next question. Now observe this question. Check whether 301 is a term of a list of numbers. We have already seen such a question. Check whether this is in part of this question, this is a part of this AP. But there is a difference in this question. What does it say? Check whether 301 is a term of the list of numbers. Okay, it only says it's a list of numbers. They are not saying whether it's an AP or not. So what is the first thing we should do? You should confirm whether it's an AP. Alright, so let's say solution. You have A is equal to 5, A1 is equal to 11, A2 is equal to 17, etc. So what is A1 minus A? It's D. Let's not call it D yet. That is 11 minus 5 is 6, and A2 minus A1, this is A2 minus A1, this is A3 minus A2. A3 minus A2 is 17 minus 11 is also 6. So yes, it's an AP. So yes, it's an AP. Okay. Yes, this is an AP because the common difference, see, it's same. So what are the values we have? We have A is equal to 6. Sorry, A is equal to 5, and we have D is equal to 6. We have to check whether 301 is a term. Okay, I'll check it. How do I check? I'll put AN is equal to 301. If AN is equal to 301, okay. So AN is equal to 301. That's how I'm going to check it. I'll put AN is equal to A plus N minus 1 into D. Or I can write 301 is equal to, what is A? A is 5 plus N minus 1 into D. I want to find out whether 301 is a part of this AP. Okay, I'll do that. How do I do that? Plus N minus 1 into, what is D? D is 6. Okay. So you get 296 is equal to N minus 1 into this much. Alright. So subtracting, bring it to the other side, you get 296 by 6 equal to N minus 1. Or you can write N is equal to 296 by 6 plus 1, which is 302 by 6, or it is 151 by 3. It's not divisible. You cannot divide this number anymore. Okay, so will you get a positive integer? Do you get a positive integer? Okay, do you get a positive integer here? No, because you cannot divide 151 with 3. Okay, so as long as you don't get a positive integer, so what does this actually mean? Let's say there is Ram, there is Srijit in the class, and somebody is asking you how many students are there in your class. Okay, you can say there are 5 students, or you can say there are 10 students. Can you say there is 10.5 students? Or can you say like, ma'am, including Srijit, there are 17 3 by 4 or 17.75 students. Yeah, Srijit forgot to take his upper body today. So it's only 17.75 students today. Can you say that? No, you can never put a fractional value for something that is countable. Okay? How can you say, there are 3.5 cars, or there is 4.5 teachers in the school? You cannot put a rational or a decimal numbers there. So you have to have a positive integer, which is not here. So I can easily say that 301, I started by saying 301 is the nth term of the AP, but now since I don't get a positive integer, 301 is not not a term in the list of numbers. Okay? Yeah. So next question. So here is the next question. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? So this question is very important. Okay, very important. So it's asking you, essentially this is an AP. I'll tell you how. We are talking about two-digit numbers that are divisible by 3. Alright, let's say, what is the first number that is divisible by 3? Is it 9? No. The first digit itself is, first two-digit number is 10, which is not divisible by 3. The first number divisible by 3 is 12. Okay, so there is no confusion about that. The first number divisible by 3 is 12. And the last two-digit number divisible by 3. So if this is divisible by 3, obviously the next number will be 15. Okay, so divisible by 3 means there is a difference of 3. Yeah, there is a difference of 3. The next number will be 18. So you have to find out the last number, that is the nth term. What will be the nth term? What is the first three-digit number that is divisible? What is the first three-digit number? 100 is the first three-digit number. Okay, so if I try to divide it by 3, like that. If I try to divide 100 by 3, you get 33, which is 99, or the remainder is 1. Okay, so subtract this remainder from 100. 100 minus 1 is 99, is your number, that is your final two-digit number that is divisible by 3. So an, here it will be replaced by the last digit, that is 99, which is an. Okay, now the question is how many two-digit numbers? So what is asked? N is asked. So we are doing the solution here. We just found out that the A is 12, D is 3, and we found out an is 99. The question is to find n. Easy to understand? Easy to understand? Everything is given here. You have to find out how many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3. The first two-digit number divisible by 3 is 12. The last number is 99. How did we find out? We took the first three-digit number, divided by 3. We got the remainder. Subtract the remainder from from the digit number. You get 99, which is the number that is divisible by 3. The last two-digit number. So now if you want to find out n, you can say an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay, so an is 99 is equal to 12 plus n minus 1 into d is 3. Okay, so this will be 87 equal to n minus 1 into 3. So is 87 divisible by 3? Let's see, 8 plus 7 is 15. Yes, it is divisible by 3. So when you cancel, you get 3 2s are 6, 9, n minus 1. So n is equal to 30, which means there are 30 numbers that are divisible by 3. As simple as that. Okay, so take your time to note everything. We will move to the next question. Okay, so the next question here is to find the 11th term from the last term of the AP. Suppose there are, let's say, 5 terms, or let's say 20 terms, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 etc. up to 20 terms. You're asked to find out the 11th term from the last term, not the first term. If it was from the first term, yeah, it was quite simple. You just have to find out the 11th term. But here it says the 11th term from the last term. That is what you have to find out. But in order to do that, you first need to understand how many terms are there in the AP, right? You have to understand how many terms are there. Then only you can find out the 11th term from the last term. No? Okay, so be it any question, what is the first thing you will do? You will write the given data. Okay, what is given? Given A is equal to 10, A2 is equal to 7. So I can say D is equal to A2 minus A is 7 minus 10 is minus 3. Easy? Yes, so I have A, I have D. Do I have the nth term? Do I have the last term? Yes, I have the last term, but I don't know at what position it is. Okay, so nth term. an is minus 62. So according to the formula, you have an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. What is an? Minus 62 is equal to, what is a? 10 plus n minus 1. I don't know what n minus 1, but I know what d is. It is minus 3. Okay, so this will be minus 72 is equal to n minus 1 into minus 3. Okay, minus minus cancels, so 3, 2, 4, n minus 1, so n is 25. Okay, when you cancel 72 and 3, you get the answer is 24. So n is 25. So there are a total of 25 terms. There are how many terms? There are 25 terms, right? So what is the 11th term from the 25th term? 11th term from 25th term, you can simply say, if you do 25 minus 11, you get the answer is 14. But that is not the answer. That is not the answer, because 25th term is also included. So you have to, add one more digit, because this 25 is also included there. So the term we are looking for is A15, which is A plus 14D. What is A here? A is 10 plus 14 into minus 3. Yeah, D is minus 3. So 10 plus minus 42. Okay, so the answer is minus 32. As simple as that. Okay. So this is one way of doing it. What could be the other way? When I started this question, I started by saying, if it was from the beginning, then finding the 11th term was very easy. Okay, so how about, okay, you could have, you can pause, you can go back and pause and write whatever is written. So how about rewriting, rewrite this AP. How do you rewrite? How are you going to rewrite? I'm going to write it from, the last term to the first term. So that will be minus 62 plus etc. to 4, 7, 10. Okay. I already know that D is minus 3. But here is it minus 3. Observe carefully. Here you are subtracting the, the next term. This is the direction of subtraction. 7 minus 4, 10 minus 7. Or there was another number here, so you have to subtract it here. Okay. So the value here is 3, not negative 3. Since you have inverted this AP, D has also changed from minus 3 to plus 3. What is the first term then? First term is minus 62. What is the last term? It is 10. We have to find out the 11th term. A11 is equal to 11th term from last term no longer exists because we have just reversed it. So it is the 11th term from the first term. That is A plus 10 times D. Okay. So what is A here? A is minus 62 plus 10 times, what is D now? It is positive 3. So minus 62 plus 30, the answer is minus 32. This is the alternate method. I would actually prefer you to go for this method because it is really easy. You don't have to find out how many terms are there in the AP in the first place. It's so easy. You can just reverse the AP, find out what D is, then then the 11th term it's so simple, as simple as that. Okay. So both methods are correct. You can use any method you want. So let's go to the next question. The next question is here. What does it say? The 17th term of an AP exceeds the 10th term by 7. If that is the case, find out the common difference. Array sir, why such questions, sir? It is so confusing. 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. How do I even solve this thing, sir? Listen, Re Baba, listen. The 17th term of an AP exceeds the 10th term by. Okay, so what was the first thing you should do? Write the given data. Yes, brilliant. Yeah, so solution. Yeah, so what's the solution? Write what is given. 17th term, A17 is given. And what is the 10th term? 10th term is A10. Okay, the 17th term of an AP exceeds the 10th term by 7. 17th term exceeds the 10th term, which means, I'll write it here. The 17th term is 17 more than the 10th term? Sorry, 7 more than the 10th term. Okay. See, what is it saying? The 17th term of an AP. I don't know what the 17th term is, but it is 7 more than, the 10th term. So whatever be the 10th term, if you simply add 7, you get the 17th term. So by this itself, you can say that the common difference is 1, because this is 10th term. You are adding 7 times, so it becomes 17. So D has to be 1. But let's see how we have to find out. We can find out. So this is a plus n minus 1d. So a plus 16d is equal to. Next is a plus 9d plus 7. Okay. So when you bring it to the other side, or you can simply cancel it here. For ease of understanding, I'll bring it to the other side. So that will be a plus 16d minus a minus 9d is equal to 7. Correct? Plus a minus a cancels. Okay, so you get 16 minus 9, which is 7 times d is 7, or you get simply d is equal to 1. Yeah, so simple question. Why is this even in the textbook? So understood, whenever you see such questions, just write the given data, whatever is given, then it is automatically getting unnoted. Okay, everything is very clear to you, right in front of you. So please note it down. That is your d, which is the value is 1. So let's read the next question. Which term of the AP is 3? Which term of the AP? 3, 15, 27, etc. Which term of the AP will be 132 more than its 50? Cut. Okay, so let's read the next question. Which term of the AP 3, 15, 27, etc. 39 will be 132 more than the 54th term? Which term? How is the question starting? Which term? And do you know which term? No, right? So let the term be an. That's the nth term. Nth term is 132 more than its 54th term. So what is the 54th term? That is A54. It says that nth term is, which term of the AP is 132 more than its 52? What is 132 more than its 54th? If this is if this A54 is the 54th term, 132 more than the 54th term will be A54 plus 132. My question is, which term is? I'm saying nth term is 132 more than the 54th term. Anything wrong? No, right? So I just have to find out what n means. So let's say you have to find out the value for n. Okay, let's say. So you have to find out the value for n. Let's say n is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. And here this will be a plus 53d plus 132. Okay. So what you have to find out d also. What is d? What all do you have? You have a, you do not have d. You have to find out n. So d is equal to 15 minus 3. The answer is 12. Okay. That's easy to find out. Understood, no? So 168. So in this equation, what all do we have? We have a, and we do not have d. So we have to find out d. So simple. A2 minus a1 is 15 minus 3 is 12. Okay, I got d also. So substituting the value, this a gets cancelled out. What n minus 1 into d, which is 12, is 53 into d. Oh, d is 12 here. 12 minus 132. So 53 into 12 is 530. 768 minus 132 is equal to n minus 1 by 12. So solving, you get n minus 1 into 12 is equal to, this will be 637, or you get n minus 1, you can say n minus 1 is equal to 736 by 12. Solving, you get 7, 10, 16, no, it's not divisible, so that will be 6, This will be 368. So let's divide by 2 again. 3 184 3 5 and 34. It's not divisible. So A cancels, so you get n minus 1 into D is equal to 53 into 12 plus 132. 53 into 12 is 530, 636 plus 132. So the answer will be 768. Okay, that is n minus 1 into D. What is D? 12. So n minus 1 is equal to 768 divided by 12. So when you solve this, you get, you divide 6, 384, again 3, that will be 192, 3 is 5, not 5, 6, 64, or you get n minus 1. Okay, so you get n minus 1 is 64, or n is equal to 65. So I can say the 65th term. The 65th term will be 132 more than its 54th term. As simple as that. Okay, please pause and note down whatever is written on the board. Yeah, so the next question, two APs have the same common difference. All right, the difference between the 100th term is 100. What is the difference between their 1000th term is the question. So see, the common difference in both the APs are same. So it should be same. Yeah, let's find out. Let's find out if it's same. Two APs. So let's write 2AP. This is AP number 1. This is AP number 2. So here the values are A1, A2, A3, etc. Remember, I'm separating it with commas because it is a sequence. All right. And second AP is B1, B2, B3, etc. So this has a 100th term and this has a 100th term. This also has a 1000th term. This also has a 1000th term. Okay, we have to find out the difference. If the difference between A100 and B100 is given, you have to find out the difference between A1000 and B1000. All right, no problem. Let's find out. Let's say, what is the 100th term of the AP? A100 is A plus 99D and B100 is B plus 99D. Okay, it is said that the difference B100 minus A100 is equal to 100. Okay, the two APs have same common difference. Okay, no problem. The difference between their 100th term, same common difference. That's why I have written D in both the places. I have not written D1 and D2. I have not written D1, D2 because both the common differences are same. Okay, so B100 minus A100 is 100. So what is B100 minus A100? So that will be B plus 99D minus A plus 99D. That is 100. Okay, so when you open the bracket, you get B plus 99D minus A minus 99D is equal to 100. Okay, so this cancels. You get B minus A is equal to 100. There is no dependence of D in this equation. D is nowhere to be found. So it is going to be same for 1000 also, because D, it has nothing to do with D, right? Let's say, what is A1000? A1000 minus, here we did B, oh no, so here we'll also do B1000 minus A1000. What is it going to be? So what is B1000? That is B plus 999D minus A plus 999D. Okay, so when you open the bracket, you get B plus 999b minus a minus 999b. So the answer is b minus a. Okay, here what was b minus a? It was 100 given in the question. So what is the difference? What is the difference between the 1000 term? That is also b minus a. That is also 100. Understood? That is also b minus a. Here it is also b minus a. So the answer is solved. So simple. Please take your time to note this down, and we'll move to the next question. Okay, so here is an interesting question, application type of question, which is for what value of n the nth term of two APs, this and this, are equal. There is an nth term for both the APs. Okay, I'll find out how it is. Let's look at the solution. Okay, there's nothing to be worried too much about, because you see the first AP, it says 63, 65, 67, etc. So there is some value, I don't know what that is, and I have a second AP which says 3, 10, 17, etc. Okay, I have to find out at what value of n the nth term of two APs are equal. The value that is here and the value that is here both are same. Okay, so let this be the nth term. Alright, so I'm going to say for AP1, what is A? 63. What is D? 65 minus 3, that is 2. Okay, and AN is equal to A plus n minus 1D, that is 63 plus n minus 1 into 2. For the second AP, A is equal to 3. Okay, and D is equal to 2. Sorry, D is equal to 10 minus 3, that is 7. What is the nth term here? AN is equal to A plus n minus 1D. What is n minus 1? I don't know. What is D? 7. So A is 3 here. Okay, we'll write 3. Okay, according to the question, both this A and are same. Okay, so can I equate? This is 1, this is 2. The question says 1 is equal to 2 from question. So I can write 63 plus n minus 1 into 2 is equal to 3 plus n minus 1 into 7. So 63 cancels, the answer is 60 is equal to 2 times n minus 1, 7 times n minus 1, that will be, if you take it to the other side, that will be 5 times n minus 1. So 560 cancels is 12 is n minus 1. So n is equal to 13th term. The 13th term of the AP for both this will be same. Okay, you are not asked what is the 13th term. If you want to find out what the 13th term is, then just find out what A13 is. But that is not the question. For what value of n? For the value of n is equal to 13, or the 13th term of both the APs are same. Okay, so simple. So please note it down. So with that, we'll wind up arithmetic progression. We have not got into sum of arithmetic progression, sum of n numbers. This is only to find out the nth number. So please note it down. Okay, the next questions are all similar. 16, 17, 18 questions, etc. on your textbooks is very similar. The last two statement problems are also very similar. You can easily solve it. Thank you so much for joining my class today. Eat healthy, stay happy. We'll keep learning with LearnRich.